Assalamualaikum and good morning, madam. We are group RAS1134D, and today we would like to present our statistic and probability project entitled An Analysis of Internet Usage Habits Among University Students based on age and gender. Nowadays, the internet has become an essential part of student daily life. Students use the internet for many purposes, such as studying, completing assignments, communicating with others, accessing information, and entertainment. As technology continues to develop, internet usage has become a routine part of everyday life. However, not all students use the internet in the same way. Some students spend more time online than others, and factors such as age and gender may influence their internet usage habit. Therefore, our group conducted this study better understanding this difference. The objective of our study are to describe the respondent based on age and gender, to determine the average daily internet usage among students, to identify the most commonly used application, and finally to investigate the relation between age, gender, time on the internet. We hope that the finding on this study will provide a better understanding of university student internet usage habit and demonstrated how statistical methods that can be applied to analyze the live data. Now, I would like to invite Nurul to explain the methodology of our study.
Now it's my turn to explain the methodology for our study. For this study, we collect data using a Google Form. It is because Google Form is easy to create, easy to share to everyone, and easy for respondents to answer them. It also helps us collect and organize the responses before analyze them using SPSS. Based on data from the Student Affairs Division, which is HEP, the Faculty of Applied Science, which is FSG, UIT Empress has about 7,671 students. However, for this study, our target respondents were Diploma Semester 4 because they were the selected group for our survey. Although the questionnaire was shared with Diploma Semester 4, students will receive 551 valid responses. This is because participation was voluntary, and not every student data collection period. Therefore, only the complete responses were included in our sample random sampling. This means every student in our target group had an equal chance to take part in the survey. Our study involved 4 variables: age, gender, time spent online daily, and type of application used. Among these variables, gender and type of application are qualitative variables because they are grouped into categories. Meanwhile, age and time spent online are quantitative variables because they are measured using numbers. Finally, we analyze all the collected data using SPSS software. We use pie chart, histogram, box plot, descriptive statistic, correction analysis, and radiation analysis to describe the data, identify patterns, and study the relationship between age and daily internet usage.
Okay, hi, I'm Yusuf, and now I'm going to talk about our results and findings. So, starting with demographic, our sample consists of 51 respondents, which is heavily male dominated, which are 36 are male and making up 70.6%, while the rest 15 people are female at 26.4%. Quantitatively, we found these students spend anywhere from minimum 2 hours to a maximum of 20 hours online daily. Okay, as shown in our histogram and box plot, the daily usage features a prominent positive skew. The most common baseline hour mode is 6 hours online per day. Looking at our quotas, 25% of students spend under 4 hours online. The median is at 7 hours and the 75% logs under 9.25 hours. The 20 hours mark is flagged as a clear statistical outlier. Mathematically, the overall sample mean is 7.56 hours daily, with a standard deviation of 4.375, indicating a widespread or habit. Okay, so we go to the gender and age. So when we break down by gender, the male students shows significantly higher variation driving the upper tails up to 20 hours, while female usage is much tighter, capping off nearly 13 hours. Shifting to age, the sample is extremely tight with a median age of 2 and standard deviation of just 1.055. Looking at the gender split box plot, our male respondents shows virtually zero age variability, while the female respondents shows a slightly wider right skewed distribution, spanning from 19 to 20 years old. Okay, next we go to correlation and regression analysis. We ran a linear regression to see if age predicts internet usage. Our correlation coefficient R is negative 0.212, establishing a weak inverse relationship. The resulting regression equation is y equals to negative 0.924x plus 9.039. This indicates for every 1 year increase in students' age, daily online time decreases by about 55 minutes. However, looking at our scatter plot, the coefficient of determination R squared is only 0.05. This means age accounts for just 4.5 of the variation in online hours, leaving the remaining 95.5 to external individual habit.
And I'm gonna talk about the chapter 3.3 correlation and regression analysis. At the up below, we can see the table of correlation and regression, which is the table 3.1 and 1. The table 3.1.1 present the result of regression analysis based on the estimated regression model. The equation obtained is y equal to negative 0.924x plus 9.03. The negative Okay, next up above here was the figure 3.3.2, the scatter plot of age by time spent online daily in hours. This scatter plot presented above indicates a weak negative relationship between age and daily time spent online. The observation is supposed by the correlation coefficient, which is R equal to negative 0.12, which is suggests that the association between the two variables is relatively weak. Therefore,
age does not appear to have a strong influence on the amount of the time students spend online, as internet usage habit may vary among individuals regardless of their ages. Furthermore, the coefficient of determination, which is R squared equal to 0.045, show that approximately 4.5% of the variation in daily online time can be explained by the age. The remaining 95.5% of the variation is likely influenced by other factors that were not included in this study. For the conclusion of this report, which is the summary, based on the data we collected from 51 students through the Google Form survey, it can be concluded that age, gender, and internet usage, time, and application preferences were successfully analyzed in this study. The average age of the respondent was 20.1 years, with most students aged between 19 and 22 years old. Considered among the years old, the mean daily internet usage was 7.56 hours, indicating that students spend a considerable amount of time online. In terms of application use, TikTok was the most popular application among the respondents, followed by the YouTube, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Several students also reported using other applications such as Netflix, Reddit, and the game, which is the Genshin Impact. The skewness analysis showed that the both age and the internet usage time were positively skewed. This indicates that most of students were concentrated within the lower to middle values, while the smaller number of respondents recorded highest values. This correlation analysis revealed a weak negative relationship between age and internet usage time. This suggests that the older students tend to spend slightly less time online compared to younger students. However, the relationship was weak, indicating the age is not a major factor influencing student internet usage habits. Overall, the objective of the studies was successfully achieved. The findings provide a better understanding of student internet usage pattern and their preferred application. Thank you for watching our video.